Alrighty, y'all, so the first thing we're going to do here is we're going to start getting our bulkhead pieces installed. So we've got our gasket, we've got our little drain piece here that came with the tank. All of this stuff came with Gucci's future home. If I can get the drain out, that is. There we go. So here's the drain, here's one of the bulkhead pieces, here's the gasket, and here's the nut. Here's the bulkhead nut. So we're going to connect everything. We're going to use some of this purple primer and of course some of the PVC cement to help seal everything off. Now, let's go take it to her cage. Okay, cool. Our drainage piece has been sealed off and is good to go. So now we're gonna let that dry and move on to the next thing. We're going to install her little land water area. So I know I haven't been too specific on what we're doing with her cage yet, but the ultimate plan is to have part land and part water on her setup, or in her setup I should say. We've got all sorts of different materials extravaganza going on for her setup build today. And this is just a fraction of what we're going to be needing for the rest of this setup. Now originally for sealing off her land and water area, I was going to use silicone, but after doing more research and just with my general knowledge of building bioactive setups, I don't really feel as comfortable with using silicone on a land water project as I do the good old flex glue.
I feel Swift here for flex glue.
But yeah, I think we're gonna use this flex glue here, and we're basically just gonna seal off the corners, the bottom, everything like that. And if you're wondering why I'm doing this project in my kitchen area, it's because this cage is so big, there's not a lot of working space in the reptile room. We're gonna try to get the most important parts, as in sealing off the cage, done in here. Then we'll go to the other side of the house in the reptile room and finish it there. More than likely, this is going to be a 2 or 3 part project, so stay tuned for those future upcoming videos, because I highly doubt I can do all this cage in one video. But enough blah blah blah, let's get on to siliconing her land water section and pray for the best. And look at that, so satisfying. I always love peeling the plastic off of acrylic like this. Boom, we'll just throw that to the side there. Oh my gosh, get off me, get off me! Alright, let's do the other side and look at that crystal clear acrylic. Okay, boom. Oh, that didn't work exactly how I wanted it. Boom, there we go, so that's one sheet done. And now that we've got our sheets of acrylic here, we're gonna press them together with our glue. Maybe one line here, one line here. Then we'll put them in the cage and silicone them inside of the cage. Phil Swift, do not let us down. Gucci and I are depending on you, Phil Swift. So you better work just like we want. This stuff better work, Phil Swift. Don't fail us. There's little room for error in this process, so let's just begin and I guess pray for the best. Here we go, we'll start. Let's get a squeeze here. And now keep in mind, all this little white flex glue here is going to be covered by the gravel on her water area and on the dirt on her land area. Now moving down here, we're going to go up the sides just a little bit to provide a little bit more reinforcement as well. And now, let's be very still-handed and try to press this acrylic together, guys. So this is the other sheet. We're just gonna press it together. Here we go. Boom. Okay, good. So far, so good. So far, so good. Then we'll work on installing it inside of the terrarium. Alright, y'all. My tried and true partner here, aka, well, my mom, is going to help me hold this up while we silicone it. So y'all have an idea. We're just gonna go around and up just like so. Same thing, we're gonna use our flex glue. The only issue I originally had is this is a white color, so you will see some white, but later on we can either paint over the front side or however else we wanna hide it. I'm more worried about having a proper seal than anything else. But without further ado, if you wanna make some room for me here, we will begin. So we're gonna start probably going across the bottom on this side, and then we'll go up. But yeah, I guess I will catch you. But yeah, I guess I will catch you guys tomorrow morning or in several hours. Boom, it is the next morning, or the next afternoon, I guess you could say. It has been a total of 24 hours that this glue has been drying, so I think we're gonna go ahead, give it a water test. Now, to be honest, I don't expect it to hold up all the way right now. I feel like I should probably add more layers before we make it official. But we're gonna test it anyway, just to see how much water it does or does not hold. We're gonna test both sides. First, we're gonna do this side here, because this will be the water area. Then we're gonna do this side here, because she's gonna have her own drainage layer. And this drain right here, I'm not too sure how well it holds water. We did the PVC cement yesterday, of course. But now we have to make sure that that drain is going to hold water. So let's pray for the best. If we walk over here into our kitchen, we've got a bucket full of fresh tap water. So all we're gonna do is we're gonna carry that bucket right over here, and we're gonna pour it in on this side. We're gonna probably get to about here. Alrighty, y'all, the moment of truth. Here we go. Let's add our water to the cage. Try not to splash. So far, I don't see any water going through. So far, so good. Oh, Phil Swift, don't let me down. Good old Phil Swift. Do not fail me now. So we've got about 6 gallons of water in here, maybe a little bit more. So far though, no leakage at all. Not a single drop has leaked through or anything like that. Now I'm going to put probably half a bucket or 1 bucket full of water across the bottom here. The only reason I'm doing that is just to make sure that that drain is also waterproofed and sealed off as well. But so far so good, no serious leakage. Guys, we should be on the right tracks to success here when it comes to building Gucci's new giant home. Okay, slide intermission. A package just came in and I've been waiting for it and I'm super excited. Oh, thank you. Thank you. What did we get, guys? What do we get? If I can open up the package. Oh, we got a lens cap. Woohoo! But more importantly, you guys know what this is? It's a brand new camera lens. All right, let's get this thing opened up. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Boom. It's opened up a little bit more, but let's snap our fingers and open it up even more. 1, 2, 3. Whoa. Well, there we go. It's a little bit more opened up, but this is the new prized possession. Look at this lens. What a gorgeous looking lens that is. Guys, here we go. We're gonna throw this lens on the camera. Let me know if there's any sort of improvement or change that you guys can see, and I'll continue to play with it as we go. But 3, 2, 1, here we go. And if we flip it around, look at that. Look at how blurred my background is. Trust me, I have got a lot to learn about it and a lot more to do with it in upcoming videos. But yeah, now anyways, that we've got our new lens on the camera right now, and we've got our lens kit here. But now we're gonna go ahead and continue waiting to kind of keep an eye on everything, and then I'll get back with you guys shortly. Well, holy smokes, y'all. It has been over a day later, so it's been about 2 days into this project. This may even be video number 2, unless I decide to make it all one video. I'm not too sure yet. We have had the water section sitting for over 24 hours, and we did not have one leak. Not one leak at all. So fortunately, because we did not have any sort of leaks on our water section, we can continue on with Gucci's cage build. My little brother at the moment is laying out all the supplies that we have purchased, which is quite a bit. So once we get everything laid out, I'll show you what we have, what we're going to be working with, and then we'll go from there. Oh boy, guys, we've got a ton of supplies. We've got supplies here, we've got plants and wood over here, we've got Gucci's tank ready to be built. Look at all of the materials that are going to go into Gucci's setup. Now of course we're not going to use every single item, but let's just say a good majority of this stuff is, well, gonna get used up. This is not a small cage. This is a huge enclosure that needs a lot of materials to build it really nicely. And well, I'll let you guys tell me down in the comments, how much money do you think has been invested into this setup? Well, y'all. I think that's going to end it for today's video here, though. I was debating on whether or not I wanted to make this one long video or 2 parts, and it's going to be 2 parts. So this part here that you guys have been watching was, of course, me collecting the supplies and the materials I need, me getting her pond area kind of waterproofed and set up, and then arranging all of the supplies. But that's going to do it for today's video, I think. I think next week or in the next part, we will actually continue the entire building of her enclosure, which is going to be a whole nother process on its own, so stay tuned for that video. So without further ado, I will see y'all maybe in the next one, something like that. Like, comment, subscribe, you guys know the drill, and get ready for this huge, ginormous banger setup. I will see y'all, I guess, in the next one. Peace. My mom is cooking, so if you hear lots of stuff going on, that's why.
No.